What's going on, everybody? Product Probes back at you with another knife review, and today we're looking at the classic double blade knife by Jabe's Cutlery. I've had this thing in this box over here of reviews that I've been needing to do forever. I mean, I've had this knife for a long time, and I just keep grabbing other knives to review instead of this one. I finally just looked at it and said, you know what? I'm about to knock it out, because I really have never played with this thing, because it's so small to just hide down there at the bottom. But blah, 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 with all my rambling, let's dive into it. Let's see what this thing's got. Alright, I was never really fond of these knives, and I tell you why. And you go and laugh, but I bite my fingernails, and so I never have fingernails with these nail nick knives. I can't really open them. But let me give you a close-up on it. That's why I went ahead and had this thing open. Now, you got your bone handle right here, which is fake. It's got the bone look to it. However, that's just plastic right here. You do have your stainless steel bolsters right there. They are not aluminum, which is good. And I feel like this close-up camera might be screwing up a little bit. But right over here, you got your clip blade or your clip point blade nail nick right there. It seems to be fairly sharp. Then you got your little spey blade back here in the back with your nail nick. But that's what it looks like right there. Super small pocket knife. But there's your first break point with this knife or with this spey blade. And then on down. So looks like you got about a 90-degree. See? I'm trying to open these things. 90-degree break point. And then your second break point there. They do not lock. But if y'all saw that coin knife review, you can see why you need those break points in there. Now on this, why does it look weird? Oh, I guess that's why. Clip blade, not as sharp as a point as you think that you would have on a standard clip point blade. It's actually, well, I mean, I could definitely stick my finger with it, but it doesn't seem to be too sharp. You know, large belly on it for a smaller blade like this. Let's see. This one does not have a break point, so, well, yeah, it does. It's got a 90. It's just not as strong of a break point on that one. But, super small pocket knife. I mean, this thing is actually pretty small, so size comparison right there. I mean, but almost, you know, your smaller pocket in some of your jeans, that might be where you need to actually keep this thing. But clip point pulls out okay, especially if you've got fingernails. Spey blade, a little bit harder, but it almost feels like it locks in place a little better, that spey, than the actual clip blade. But let's go see how sharp both these blades are, because I'm going to say the spey is sharper, but I bet this clip point catches better. That's just my guess. But let's go ahead. Let's go see what this thing's got. All right. Let's test both these blades out. See how sharp they really are. So, right now we'll go with this one right here. It doesn't really catch too well. I mean, you can make it. Yeah, I'm not sure on the catch on that. The point on it. Point on is pretty good. It's a smaller point, as you can see how it's coming through right there, and then the cut downs have rips in them. So definitely want to throw this in a sharpener. Now let's move over to this one right here. Catches a little easier. So for the catch, this one definitely catches better. And with this being already flared up like that, we'll just go straight to the point. This point is not as good, but the blade seems sharper. So, well, right there, yeah. Either way you look at it, you're going to have some rips. Sharper, better point for the stabbing. If you do get this one to catch, you're going to have a longer cut with it. So, make sure that this is your cutter and that's your point blade. So I don't know, guys, definitely would want to sharpen both of these blades before you really started carrying it as an everyday carry. Not too bad. You're definitely going to want to sharpen it up a lot. But for a cheaper knife like this, Jabe's, you know, normally they got the quick release, but they went ahead and tried a more traditional type pocket knife, and I think they just probably need to stick with the, you know, more aesthetic pleasing, because when you get a knife like this, you really want the blades to be good and sharp. You know, forget the plastic handle compared to the bone. Yeah, it'd be cool. That's not a problem. The size for this little small one, but you definitely want these pocket knives to be sharp, because this is your more traditional pocket knife, which, boom, if you're going to be using it, I mean, you know, you use a pocket knife for all kinds of things. You really want it to be super sharp. With this one, though, I do like the size of it. I'm glad that they went with the smaller version of this and not the, you know, they could have went with that larger one, which I could see them doing. But I'm glad they went with a smaller one like this. And I tell you what, since I'm already on it, let's go ahead and let's get the weight and measurements of this knife. All right, let's get the measurements on this little thing real quick. So, fully closed, about 2 3/4 inches close. So a little bit over 2.5 inches. But if you measure it that way, yeah, because it's got that curvature in it. You know what? Go ahead and round that sucker down about 2.5 inches. Now, your clip point is going to measure out at 1.5 inches. And then your spey blade right here is going to be 1 inch long. So, you know, shorter blades, of course, for a shorter pocket knife. Let's see how much this thing weighs. So it is super lightweight, which is a great thing. God, I feel like I drug through that last part. You know, just let's go see what the measurements are. But guys, this thing is actually a pretty cool little knife. You know, once I can get it open, see, I don't really like closing it all the way. But it's really not bad, even with my no fingernails. I mean, look at the, boom, that break point on that spey blade, though. And it's good, because you're not going to cut your finger, you know, if it closes on you, or you might not. That I like with the non-locking knives, they at least have a strong break point. This clip point, I think, will come on down on your hand. I'm going to give you one more little close-up on it. But, guys, that's it. Just a simple review. Not much else to talk about on it. But let's go see what this thing looks like in the pocket. Alright, let's see how this little thing does in the pocket. So, slide it in. Of course, no concealed. Well, look at that. You do have a little bit of print right there. But looking at it downwards, man, that camera does make it look like it's a good bit of print. But it's really not that bad. Still fit my hands in my pocket. Rather nice. Pull it out. You're good to go there. But let me show y'all the pocket. Of course, if you have it on your jeans right here, this is going to be the ticket. Is that smaller pocket right up there? Go ahead and slide it and look at that. Your concealed side, your print's gone. Everything is good. Boom, pull it out and you are good to go. You know, the more that I'm sitting here and I'm playing with it, it's loosening up, which part of me goes, okay, well, that's good. But I don't think it is. I mean, you definitely don't want it hard to get out, but you definitely don't want them super loose on these non-locking traditional knives. But that's it, guys. Just a quick review. I'll try to find this thing online if y'all want to go check it out. I'm not sure if it's even listed online, but if it is, I'll leave a link below. And guys, if you want to help out the channel, you can go to productprobes.com, hit the Amazon banner, and just shop on Amazon like you normally would, but we do get a little bit of a kickback from it. Nothing changes for y'all as far as price or anything like that. But if this review helped, or any of our reviews have helped y'all in the past, you know, if y'all want to go check that thing out, I figured I'd plug it in one of these videos. But appreciate you watching, guys, and hope you're subscribed if you've made it this far through the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.